Hi everyone, it's Angel Blade 13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. Last time there was a lot of crazy stuff happening at Hollow Bastion. You can notice there's this weird thing forming over this way, but we can't exactly do that much about it. But next thing we're gonna do is head back to the previous Disney worlds that we went to earlier and see what's going on there. We can only access some of them right now. We have Land of Dragons, Beast Castle, and Port Royal. So we can technically do them in any order, but we're going to go in the order that the game sort of intended. So Land of Dragons has the lowest battle level right now, so we're going back there first.
I wonder how everybody's doing.
Yuck!
Wait!
Sora!
Mulan! Hey, no time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
I'm following him too.
Then let's go!
So we got Mulan back in the party. I'm gonna stick with her and Goofy for now. Let's do a quick ability check. From completing the 1000 Heartless battle, Sora got an ability, Guard Break. So that's a ground combo finisher that really lets him break an enemy's guard. So particularly, notice it's very helpful against the things like the large bodies that it'll pierce through their bellies and you can still bring them into using the reaction command on them. And now I'm finally going to use a couple of these AP boosts. I think I used about 6 on Sora, and I'm going to use 3 on both Donald and Goofy to give them some abilities too. Should be good, so they can have some more of their support abilities now. And give Sora a guard break, put back on aerial finish. And for Donald, we'll give him MP rage. And put defender back on Goofy. Good. I'm gonna put on Blizzara for a bit. We got the upgrade to Blizzard from beating Demix. And I'm gonna switch to the Photon Debugger Keyblade. This gives us the Thunder Boost ability, so it'll increase damage from our Thunder magic. Anyway, big menu. It's fun. Drop off stuff with the Moogle, as usual. Not too much. Nothing I really need to buy right now. So, I'm gonna save up and head up the mountain. So we're gonna immediately notice that we have a new set of enemies in the different worlds, and their health bars are gonna be much bigger than they have been previous times. We saw those were just some dusks, and we saw the size of their health bars. That's a lot bigger than the standard enemies have been.
Looks like he got away.
How come you're after somebody from Organization 13?
What is that?
The guy in black.
One of the bad guys!
I knew it. There's a rumor in the Imperial City about a spy in black, lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Ah.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
Again?
Okay, first things first. Hey, you! Quit sneaking around!
Oh, so that weapon looks pretty familiar. Wonder if that has any significance to that. Anyway, your opponent here is going to start off with just some regular sword slashes. You can block them with guard, use reflect. He also has this energy attack where he shoots some dark flames at you. Since this is a solo fight with Sora, you want to make use of your good solo techniques. Solo Trinity is very useful here, and as always, make use of limit form when you feel like it. Let it build up some points by using your limits. You only have to get this guy to just under 1 bar, and you're done.
That guy. No. Why would he? Riku?
Are you okay, Sora?
Did you get him?
No. He's gone.
What? You lost him?
Anyway, what now?
I think that we better get rid of all the Heartless first.
What was that? Come on, we better get off the mountain.
Okay.
It's heading for the city. We've got to warn Shang.
Alright, so that's a pretty simple and straightforward fight. I don't think I need to show a, like, super advanced version of it. Anyway, we're gonna go back down the mountain. Alright, I think this is the first time we've seen this enemy. We have what's called a Neo Shadow. This is effectively, it's an advanced version of a shadow. You will spend a lot of time sort of swinging at it while it's melded into the ground, but there's shadows that are stronger and just more aggressive. They'll do some more advanced aerial attacks on you, and they do have a reaction command, Wind Dance, which basically lets you counter them in the air, so that can be pretty useful when you need it. Anyway, what you're going to notice with these second visits is they're much shorter than the first times you came here, not just because of the extra abilities that you and your party have, but there is just a lot less that you need to do for this visit. So that's the main reason that this video is a lot shorter than the other ones. Anyway, particularly happy for Land of Dragons that we get to come back and, well, it'd be relevant to the story. Because with Mulan, you spend most of the time with her as Ping, where she really doesn't have any useful abilities, but now she has her individual fire techniques, which are useful for just her wiping out enemies, and of course her limit, which does some, well, not the best damaging limit. It's always useful to use them for the invincibility, and the imitated flight that we get with this one when you want it. Alright, so here we have a special Heartless called a Lucky Vendor. When it appears, you have to destroy some of the stuff in the room, and then it's just gonna run away from you while its health bar goes down. You have to just catch it and use a reaction command the lower its health, the more impressive the prize you'll get will be from it. I swapped in Donald because I want to use a specific strategy for this fight coming up, so make sure your MP is recovered. Alright, a lot of tough enemies here. Could fight them normally, but I'm gonna use a magnet into Trinity Limit Ultima, and then the finisher immediately. This is a speedrun strategy, and like 9 out of 10 times this finishes everything off. If not, you just have to do a little bit of cleanup there.
Here I go!
Open up!
Over here!
Huh?
Alright, let's see who this guy is.
Wait!
Riku?
Huh?
No, never heard of him.
So here we've got a new set of nobody enemies. These are the snipers. They'll shoot these energy bullets at you as they float around. The bullet will just sort of hover in the air for a moment, and then it'll home in on you. You can use a warp snipe reaction command to just knock it back at the initial shooter, which lets Sora just sort of stand on a invisible wall, something. It's kind of cool and pretty useful for getting rid of them. They also have a charged up attack, which I don't believe you can block, but you know, you can use reflect or you can just dodge it. Anyway, use the limit to help clear out a bunch of them, and then just a couple more attacks. Alright, so we can exit this room when we're ready, but I'm gonna take some time and just look around, collect the items here. Notice there are quite a few. And just gonna talk a little bit about it. It was nice that right before we came into the palace, we got that reference back to the movie of Mulan climbing the pole. We didn't have an arrow to pull out from the top, but it was pretty cool of her getting herself up there. Because they don't have like the sashes to show like a creative way she got up, but I mean contextually I guess for this it wouldn't make too much sense. You'll notice there are a couple puzzle pieces that we can't get yet, but from this room we did get the rest of the treasure chests for Land of Dragons. Notice Hollow Bastion's missing a lot, but that's something we'll be able to cover much later in the story. And let's just take a quick look at our puzzle progress. Alright, not doing too bad. We'll fill all those out throughout this walkthrough. Anyway, save up, and we're already about ready to fight the final boss of this world. So head out when you're ready. So here we have our final boss, Storm Rider. Immediately, it's gonna do that flip and dive thing. You want to use your reaction command to hold on to it. If you fall off, they have the tornadoes here, so you can use a reaction to get back up. Occasionally, throughout the beginning of the fight, it's going to be summoning like lightning bolts down on you, so Reflect is really useful as it is in pretty much any situation. Attacking the horns is like the main way to deal damage, but you can also attack these little spikes on its wings. So there's two of them. Once you finish those off, the Storm Rider is going to fall to the ground, and it'll be defenseless for a bit, so you can sort of just wail on the horns. Good way to get damage. Pop a potion. That took off about half my health just from it like knocking me back. While you're down here, it can also do these random lightning bolts just on your position, and it does that dive attack. I'm pretty sure that can finish you off in one hit on critical mode. At least it does in the speedrun. I don't have a second chance on Sora, so I don't want to take the risk. But using that reaction brings it back to its defenseless state. And it looks pretty cool, especially if you finish him off with it. Okay. Some other attacks it has, it can just fly over you while dropping random bombs. Can shoot some homing lightning bolts. Now it's going into its DM attack, where it'll make these like lightning walls close in on the sides, and it charges up this really powerful laser. You can do what I'm doing, is just stand slightly off to the side, and even if you're not using a limit, you'll pretty much avoid most of the damage. So that's pretty much it. I think I've shown all of the abilities it has. Oh, here it's doing the like homing attack. So I don't know if you can guard those. I've never actually tried to, but dodging them was pretty easy. And you've got Reflect, so its health is pretty low. I think it's going into his diving attack again. Yeah, so I'll just use the reaction. And I should be able to finish it off here. Alright, here's a better strat adapted from the speedrun. Start off, summon Genie before you go into the fight, and bring him into his Valor form. Then what I'm going to do is a ground combo into his limit without the finisher. I'm going to do that again. Continue with that, mix Reflect in a bit to block the lightning bolt. Got a little unlucky, fell off, so just gotta get back on top. Alright, do that again. Alright, so Genie's part is done. Still just keep doing some damage. Reflect the lightning when you can. Alright, pretty good damage here. And I'm gonna use a Reflect into the reaction to get him defenseless. Once he lands, I'm gonna swap Donald into the party. Doesn't matter who you replace him with. But I'm gonna use his limit, because Comet does a very good deal of damage here. Now he's under 1 bar. I'm gonna switch Goofy back in. Alright, now I'm just gonna do some regular attacks. No, just wait for the MP to come back. And I'm going to use a limit while he's using his DM to just basically ignore the damage he could do. And one more combo should finish it off.
Way to go!
Once again, you have served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you wish?
Well... You say a guy in black came to see you. What did he say?
That is all you request?
Yes.
Dragons have crossed our land and left a great web of paths. These dragons wield much power, and they are the source of many gifts to both man and nature. But it would seem someone of evil intent disturbed one of our dragons and transformed it into what you call a heartless. It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger. Then I could alert and prepare my troops.
Did you?
I was about to, but he told me this situation had changed.
He said 3 wise guys had arrived, and they would take care of things.
That's gotta be Riku!
But what's he doing hanging out with Organization 13?
No idea. But at least I finally know he's okay. That's good enough.
Yeah, that's good.
Now then, Mulan, do you have a request?
I'd like Shang. I mean, what, the captain.
Yes, yes, my dear, what is it?
Could the captain have a vacation, please?
I hardly expected such humble requests. In this case, I'm afraid I must refuse. Captain Li's responsibility is to protect the Emperor. And yet, Mulan,
Yes.
would you like to serve alongside him and protect me?
What?
2 reeds together are stronger than 1. But the choice is yours alone.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Alright, for those of you just playing for the main story, Land of Dragons is complete. You don't have to go back there. There's some reasons we're going to want to. But first we're going to go to Hollow Bastion. We picked up another torn page, so we can do another 100 Acre Woods section. Alright, for this minigame, we have 5 minutes to find Pooh Bear. You need to use the reaction command to tell your party to move forward and when you want them to stop. Occasionally, you'll find these bees that you can deal with however you feel like. I don't really think they can do much damage to you, and they'll be, you can take them out with like 1 or 2 hits at this point, so you don't really have to strategize that much. Unless you're like really going for like a speedrun strategy or for much later, but we'll discuss that when we cover it. Anyway, you notice you have a courage gauge in the right corner. It'll gradually go down the longer you take to do this. So when it empties, your team will sort of just run around terrified. So you just have to use the reaction to make them settle down. Anyway, you want to go through that way and to the left, and that will finish the minigame right away, but there's a couple treasure chests here that we want to pick up first. So I'm just going to make sure to collect everything before I finish the game. You do have a time limit, as you see, but 5 minutes is more than enough to get this done. Not only to get it done, but to find everything, even if you're kind of just going in blindly. And when that ice flashes, if Sora is standing on it, he will just sort of fall. It's not really a big deal if he does. I think the courage gauge drops by a good deal if he falls, but it's really not an issue. So anyway, just making sure I got everything. I think I did. And just jump when it flashes like that. So, and there's Pooh Bear. You need everyone like with you to finish the game.
Pooh, there you are. Hey, we looked everywhere for you.
I was looking for a very dear friend that I remember I made a very important promise to.
So, did you find him?
No, I looked and looked, but he doesn't seem to be anywhere.
Oh, Pooh Boy, so there you are.
But Tigger, did you have to bounce me so bouncily?
Gosh, I thought a jaguar had gotten you.
Oh dear, I hadn't thought of that. I do hope a jaguar hasn't gone and gobbled up my friend.
Now try to remember, Pooh. Isn't Sora the one you're looking for?
Oh, the jaguar.
No, it's just your tummy grumbling. You must be hungry. Come on, let's head home and see if we can find you some honey.
I'd like that, Sora.
Pooh! You finally remembered!
Remembered what, Sora?
Pooh.
I like it ever so much when you're cheerful, Sora.
Me too, Pooh.
Oh, there's a bit of a rumbly in my tumbly.
All right, then let's go home.
Alright, so set with that, so let's head back to the world map. And let's do a journal check. First we're gonna check on the Storm Rider, the boss heartless enemy we fought. Very unique design. And just treasure count. So got everything in 100 Acre Woods for now. We're almost done there. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, share with a friend, all the good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!